We would like to talk to you about a problem that people here on the East Coast don't think about, much less prepare for. When people here think about natural disasters, they think about hurricanes, blizzards, floods, storms, and even tornadoes. The natural disaster they probably do not think about are tsunamis. They are rare on the East Coast, but potentially can be catastrophic because of the high population density and infrastructure. Tsunamis can wield enough power to level whole towns and reduce cities to rubble. Since 1774, tsunamis on the East Coast have resulted in nearly the same number of deaths as tsunamis on the West Coast.
There are many types of tsunamis. Submarine landslide tsunamis occur when there is a large sudden displacement of sediment underneath the ocean surface. Landslide tsunamis occur when a large mass of earth or rock from a mountain or cliff falls into the ocean. Medium tsunamis are caused by extreme weather and not seismic activity. Plate tectonic tsunamis happen when two tectonic plates shift suddenly, causing one plate to rise over the other. Asteroid or comet impact tsunamis are caused when large objects from outer space hit the ocean. 90% of tsunamis are related to earthquakes, and many others are caused by underwater landslides. In deep water, tsunamis can travel as fast as jet planes and cross whole oceans. As they reach land, they grow larger and larger, exposing rocks and areas usually covered by water. Boats may crash against these outcroppings, causing great damage. Even small tsunamis can cause riptides and fast-moving currents along the coast and in rivers.
This is from our camera reporter in Miyagi. And it looks like the tsunami has engulfed several cities in Miyagi Prefecture. Live footage of Miyagi as the tsunami has struck the area, obviously engulfing farms, homes, alongside the river. In Sendai City, this is, in Miyagi Prefecture. Tsunami, live coverage of tsunami engulfing the city in Sendai. For those of you who have just tuned in to NHK World, you're seeing live coverage from our helicopters of a tsunami engulfing Sendai area in Miyagi Prefecture.
Tsunamis have the potential to cause an enormous loss of life and property. There have been no large tsunamis on the East Coast in modern times, so it will be difficult to predict the possible destruction. We can use some recent natural disasters as proxies. 2012's Hurricane Sandy that hit the East Coast resulted in the deaths of nearly 300 people and caused an estimated $68 billion in property damage. 2005's Hurricane Katrina killed over 18,000 people and caused $81 billion in damages. Much of that was from flooding that occurred. The 2011 earthquake and tsunami that hit Japan caused nearly 16,000 confirmed deaths, with 92.5% of those from drowning. The economic cost to Japan is approximately $300 billion. We believe that being prepared for tsunamis and similar disasters, no matter how infrequent they occur, can save countless lives. Most of the deaths that occur during a natural disaster are because people in affected areas are ill-prepared and ill-equipped. We have designed a survival kit that, along with awareness and education, can go a long way in increasing the odds of surviving a tsunami and devastating floods for those living along the East Coast.
The Tsunami Kit will be distributed or sold to individual households. Each kit can support a family or group of 6 individuals for 4 days on the open sea or in areas that are not immediately accessible by rescue workers. We believe that supplies for longer than 4 days are not necessary because experience has shown that most people are rescued in that time frame. This is what we envision our Tsunami Survival Kit containing.
The dimensions of our tsunami kit will be 2 feet deep by 4 feet wide by 3 feet tall. It'll be made of a waterproof material with built-in pontoons that will allow it to float in water even when full. The kit will contain a self-inflating raft large enough to hold 6 people along with its supplies. There would be 6 one-size-fits-all life jackets that are also self-inflating. When not inflated, they can be stored flat or folded in order to conserve space. For food, there will be a watertight container containing 48 meals ready-to-eat packets. This will allow 6 individuals to eat twice for a day for 4 days. Since water is heavy, the kit will contain several seawater filters to allow survivors to make seawater or brackish water portable. The Tsunami Kit will also contain first aid supplies, utensils, flashlights, beacons, and a self-powered radio.
A tsunami on the East Coast would be devastating. Everyone on the East Coast, from New York to Georgia, remembers how bad Hurricane Sandy was. The loss of life and property damage were not only unexpected, but many that were affected were ill-prepared for a storm of that magnitude. Now, imagine instead of a hurricane with days of forewarning, imagine a wall of water coming towards Atlantic City with only hours or minutes of advance notice. This wall of water will destroy everything in its path. Thousands could be killed and thousands more could be left homeless. The entire shoreline could be reduced to a big sandy heap of rubble. You might think, oh, that's not possible, or I'll be dead long before that happens. But this can actually happen. For example, there are a large set of underwater cliffs off the east coast close to Virginia that are unstable. If there's a landslide, the shockwave will trigger a tsunami. The danger exists and we must be prepared.